What is going on, guys? King Stein back with another video. In today's video I will be talking about studying successful people. This is what I do. I'm talking about reading books about them, autobiographies. I'm talking about listening to, watching documentaries, watching videos on them. I'm talking about speaking to them in person. Anything that you can surround yourself with successful people, what their actions were, what their thoughts were, what they did, what their mindset was. If you can surround yourself in that environment, your life will completely change. Because then I made another video about this that said basically surrounding yourself with successful thoughts and successful people, and just surrounding yourself with just success in general. This is another thing, one of those, because it just sticks with you. Like, the more books I read, the more it's always going to stay in the back of my mind. Like, the first book, I started reading the summer of 2020. It's now almost the end of 2023, and that's 3 years right there. And like, the first books that I started reading at that time, like, they still are in the back of my mind. Like, I still think of them. And this is why it's so important that, like, the younger you start, the better off you'll be. And that's another thing I'm learning too, is that, like, Mike Tyson, like, he was a stud at 14 years old. He was a stud. And that's because, like, he started at such a young age, doing everything right, eating all the right foods, training every single day, having the right mentor at a young age. Like, the younger you start, the better off you're going to be, and the better actions you're going to take, the better off your life's going to be. If you start to succumb to this negativity and this drinking and alcohol and the women and all these distractions that are going to bring you down, then it's going to be reflective on your life. And this is why it's so important to surround yourself with success. Because, if you're around this wrong environment, if you're around people who are smoking, if you're around people who are drinking, if you're around a strip club, things like this that bring you down, it's going to be extremely difficult to bring yourself back up to success. So that's why I'm talking about in this video, about studying successful people. Because once you study what they did and their actions, you can do the exact same thing. Take yourself away from those negative environments. Take yourself away from the drinking, from the clubs, from the smoking. Like, you take yourself away from all of that, and you put yourself into more success. Then your mind allows you to think better, to think more clearly, to actually, like, want more for your life. You have to do this every single day of your life. You have to surround yourself with success. There's no days off. Last night I was watching The Last Dance by Michael Jordan, surrounding myself with success again. He says there's no days off, 0 days off. Like, there's no time off. There's none of that. Another thing that I'll touch on, that what I talked about a little bit earlier in this video, was that Michael Jordan walked in on his teammates. They were at a party, and what he saw was cocaine lines, he saw drugs, he saw alcohol, he saw women. What he did was he put himself away from that environment. He didn't want to be put in that environment. He took himself away from that environment. That's why he's the greatest of all time, because he didn't surround himself with drugs, alcohol, women like that. He wanted to be the greatest. That's why he is the best, if not the best, greatest basketball player of all time. You just surround yourself at work. You surround yourself with pain. You surround yourself with growth. You surround yourself with the best people that you possibly can every single day of your life. And if you surround yourself with the best people you can, then you're going to get the best results possible. Everything starts here. Everything starts in your mind. So it's so important to study successful people, to read about them, to study about them, to learn about them, to watch documentaries about them, to just put yourself in that environment, see what their actions are every single day. Do what they do every single day. And if you can do that every single day, if you just look up to someone who are the best, this is what I've always done. Like, I can think back to a prime example of me playing cornhole. I was playing cornhole. It was like a little bit less than a year ago. I was playing cornhole, and I was thinking to myself, how are these, like, people play professional cornhole? So I was looking up, like, the best cornhole players of all time. And then I watched, like, a YouTube video on cornhole. Like I just want to be the best at everything. And that's just always how my mindset has been. It's never been away from that. And that's exactly what you need to do with every single day of your life. You need to be studying successful people and their actions. Like, do I want to be a professional cornhole player? No, I don't. But I've looked I just wanted to see this person's mindset. I wanted to see how they throw the ball. I wanted to see how they dress, how they act, how they're like all these things. I just want to study successful people and what they do, who are the best at what they do. It's exactly what I do every single day of my life. It's what you need to do every single day of your life to grow, to prosper, to live an amazing life. Because if you do this, then you'll see your results compound day after day after day, because you're putting in the right actions, you're studying the successful people, you're taking yourself away from all these negative actions like drugs, alcohol, and sex, and you're putting yourself around the right environments like health, fitness, money, surround yourself around the right obstacles that's going to make you prosper in life, putting yourself around the right information every single day. It's all about knowledge. The reason why I keep mentioning drugs, alcohol, and sex is because Napoleon Hill says those three things are like what the three most things that hold people back every single day. Drugs, alcohol, and sex. Not every single day, like of your entire life. Drugs, alcohol, sex. Three things that hold like everyone back. It's going to be one of those three things. And if you can get yourself away from those, then you're going to see how much you can grow, and then how much your life will actually get better every day once you take yourself away from those. Study successful people. That's the video I have for you. If you like this video, like the video, comment in the comment section, share this video if it helped you, subscribe, turn your post notifications on so you get updated when I post a new video, and we'll see you in the next video.